Welcome to this episode of Accounting and Tax Tips, Smart Strategies for Small Business Success, with certified public accountant Tina Moe.
The Subchapter S Corporation can provide potentially some great tax saving strategies with regard to the shareholders and self-employment tax. But if you are a shareholder of a Subchapter S, you can't take 100% of your compensation in the form of distributions. Some of that compensation has to be in the form of W-2 wages. I come across a lot of small business owners looking to save money, especially in these current economic times, but they may be doing so in a non-compliant way, and if the IRS takes a closer look, it could be very expensive for a small business. So what happens if you don't take wages as a shareholder? Well, there are many court cases where the IRS has come in and reclassified distributions as wages and charged the taxpayer the back employment taxes. This can be financially devastating for a small business. Now, if you're thinking, wait a minute, I'm the owner, I'm not an employee, think again. The definition of an employee, according to the Internal Revenue Code, includes shareholders and officers. The general rule of thumb here is that if you're more than a 2% shareholder and you're providing services to your corporation, you need to be taking at least part of your compensation in the form of W-2 wages. And just so you know, the IRS really doesn't care how often you take wages. It could be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, or even once a year. It doesn't matter how frequently you take it, it only matters how much you take. So the next question is, what is considered reasonable compensation for a shareholder of a Subchapter S corporation? Well, the IRS will take a look at that shareholder's involvement in the company, their training, their expertise, what other companies in the industry pay their people for the same type of job. And the reasonable compensation needs to be in line with those factors. Now, that isn't all of the factors, but that gives you an idea of how to determine reasonable compensation. I also want to emphasize here that as a shareholder of a Subchapter S corporation, it is not a requirement to take all of your compensation in the form of W-2 wages. You are potentially able to take non-taxable distributions from your corporation as a mixed combination compensation package. This is perfectly legal, and it just makes good sense for a tax saving strategy. For more information, visit my website at www.actservices-inc.com.
Thank you for watching this episode of Accounting and Tax Tips with Tina Moe. For more great information, visit Tina's website at www.actservices-inc.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Indie Biz TV Shows.